The
Did.
hopper motor.
Oh, okay.
I turned it off.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, right here.
That makes more sense. I was in the back, I was like,
Yeah. No, it.
I might have turned it off on accident.
No, you didn't. So you're all good, right?
I like that there's people here already either.
I know. It's easy.
Laser tag turf?
Not really, because we have to take out all the walls.
Are you still doing 2 floors?
Both floors, yeah. So, yeah, that'll be fun.
Are you putting those, they're probably putting those blow-up things upstairs too, huh?
I have no idea, honestly. I really hope not.
I know. I don't trust the kids with the ones on the bottom floor, let alone top floor. They could possibly try and jump up and just balls pop the whole thing.
Yeah. I really hope they don't put them upstairs, because that would just be really dumb.
Yeah.
Okay, come on. There we go. Then I can only pull it out a little bit and have to figure out how to unplug it.
Is it on the inside of there?
Yeah.
Oh,
So.
There's not really any good way to do that, huh?
Not really.
Cool.
And then this is dirtier than heck.
Oh my god.
From all the people's hands.
Yeah.
On those rings.
Yucky.
Very. Alright, so that's done. That's fine. I use those as spacers because previous people that have worked on this decided to shave down something in here.
Why?
I don't know, but now it doesn't line up with the ring counter anymore.
Oh, cool.
So in order to space it out just right, I use rings to space it out.
It works.
For now.
Yeah.
Moving on now, okay? But yeah, you see all those plugs I have to get, and
not a fun project, huh?
it isn't, just to get to that so I can take it out and
oh my god.
Yeah,
that motor's broken?
The motor's fine.
Oh. The plugs to it?
The hopper shaft,
yeah,
rounded out. You'll see here in a minute.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It's a lot of rings. I was wondering where all our rings were going.
That's a lot of rings. I look in the back, I don't see a lot from the back.
Yep. This video is gonna be awesome. See all those wires down there that I'm trying to get at? That's why you can't see anything.
Let me grab it. You got it?
Yeah. So just gotta unplug them all. Ooh, it looks like somebody peed in the game. Right there. But then there's a bunch of mouse poop in there too.
Awesome.
So that's probably just mouse pee.
Cool. Yuck.
Disgusting. Sorry you guys are staring at the ring toss right now. I'm just unplugging cables, as you can see. What's that go to? Right there. That's what that goes to.
Okay, I was like, what the fuck?
So unplug that maybe. Get out of there. There we go. Yeah, cool. Hanavirus.
Oh, there's definitely a little bit of that back there.
Hanavirus. Oh. Shit's falling out of my pocket. That's so gross.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys have mice? Yeah. Ah. Yay! Now I can get in here. Get my hands covered in mouse pee. Yep, that's definitely the mouse poop.
That's disgusting. There's like a nice stack of cards right there too.
Right.
Miscellaneous cards.
These should be washed. Ugh. So gross. It really is just terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, a quarter. I got my pay today. A Marvel pen? No, just a Toys for Tots pen. You want that?
Wow, of course I do.
Okay, so that just needs that removed. Okay. Yeah, I know that was happening. So, why I'm pulling this out is because I don't know if you can see that in the middle there, but the shaft should be turning, and that metal piece should fit on the D, or sorry, not D, it's an O, I guess. 2 square sides. And it's not, because over time, these stupid things just wear out, and they expect you to pay, I think it's about $60 for this little metal thing. That's it. That's all it is. Just that. So gross. And then they wonder why people are getting sick. Yeah, I don't have a face mask on either, so if this kicks up a lot of dust doing this, see, that is pee. That is mouse pee. Sorry, you can't see it. There you go. That is mouse pee. Because there's no way it's dripping off. Well, maybe. I don't know. It'd be weird if it just dripped off right there, but no, that definitely looks like mouse pee to me. But what do I know? Oh, isn't that grand? Huh? What's that go to? That goes to that. Wow. Huh. That could be why it's not sensing and receiving stuff it needs to be. Huh. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the way this is all set up. It just does not make... Yeah, I don't know. It makes sense in a... yeah, we're building this as a way to get money out of you. But yeah, so they ended up shaving these parts right here so it fits in further. But because this fits in further than it's supposed to, this right here and the sensor behind me on the other part right here don't line up. So when they fall, when the rings fall out like they're supposed to, it doesn't break this beam and it doesn't break the beam on the other one at the right time. So yes, that's supposed to be a switch that locks it out for operation, but many things on this thing were bypassed, unfortunately. So I just work here. All right, now
it's been a while, but we got the Ticket Time A Jam Plus Unlimited ticket going on.
what?
So Ticket Time, we got jammed with this one stuff in front of the scanner. So like
Oh, you don't have the door key. You don't have the door key. You're not a dorky. Not a dorky person. Okay.
I saw a little notification. I was like, oh boy, is it at 1 million again?
Probably. Side A, you say? It's not spinning. So I wonder how long that's been doing that since last night. I think it's overfilled.
Oh boy.
Okay. Well, since I have the top open now, I'll just nah, I guess not. Just guess somebody was playing it too much and didn't care.
Yeah.
Oh well. So that they don't go to the card.
Yo, thank you. Is that a voltmeter?
Yeah. That's when you're doing the claw test. It's supposed to send the volts that it's sending to the claw there. And then you can kind of, okay, this is what I want it to be.
Okay.
But nobody ever uses that. They're like, oh, the voltage right here is correct. And it never is.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, it is also rated on that, kind of.
Yeah, it tells you what volts it's going to put out,
Yeah.
but that voltmeter actually tells you what's going to the claw directly.
So that's like what it's supposed to be, that's what it actually is.
Yeah. Yep. Maybe I'll actually post one of these videos to I love working here. I love my coworkers. I love everybody. I guess I'm gonna have to make some new windows. Or yeah, make some new doohickeys that'll hook these up to the plexiglass.
Yeah, okay.
It's another project.
Sounds like a fun one.
Shouldn't be too bad. Wow, those displays look terrible. That just looks bad. Like half the screen is almost gone.
It's a little foggy. It's trying its best.
So yeah, monster drop.
Okay, so what was going on with that?
It's still happening.
So is it off?
No, it's on.
Well,
It
I mean,
works.
like, is the home set, I don't know, like the position off?
The home sensor is right. It's just because of the age of the drive wheel
And the speed.
and everything else, it's a fault. So yeah, right now it's an E-2, and then it just immediately corrected itself. So yeah, it'll give random scores now, not exactly.
I was kind of noticing that. I was landing in really unlucky test spots.
Yeah.
I remember when the dude first came over, he was like, yeah, this is happening. I was like, okay, cool, let me check. No new play. I was like, okay, so that's one issue. And then as soon as I do that, the person lands and the drop bonus falls on this side. Then they land in the jackpot. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna sit here forever.
Right.
finally reset it, tested it, and I kept landing in the...
So right now it's probably going to do an E2 here in a sec. Because the wheel is going a little bit slower than it should be. Yep, E2, 3, 2, 1. No? Come on. Don't make me look dumb. Mystery value. When it actually shoots it in there, it's gonna be like, oh, you're gonna get 12 points.
Yeah, I kept landing in the mystery
30.
value testing. This one, I was like, it's not helping me.
Okay, so mystery value worked. I'm getting 14 tickets for that. $50? We'll see. Nope, E2.
Is that gonna cancel out the 50?
It might. So you join us again. This is doing an E2. The wheel is slowing down and then speeding back up. And it's because of that drive wheel. And because underneath here, there are 6 not guide wheels, but like wheels that keep this afloat. And there's a huge groove dug into it because one of the wheels locked up, and nobody ever came over here and checked it to see what was going on. So now, every once in a while, it'll slow down enough to where it does an E2, and someone will get a random, not score, but a random thing. So that should pop up on that screen as a 20. So as soon as it goes in, if it doesn't do 20, then it's off. It's okay for now. That ball needs to be thrown away because it's too bouncy. If you look up there, there's no ball waiting, which means it double counted. That ball needs to be thrown away too because that's really super bouncy. But I just work here. So, okay. Did somebody put change in there? Because that little flap is broken again. You wouldn't believe how many people come in here with change and try to shove it in machine.
Wizard of Oz coins.
Oh, Woz coins.
That's what I figured.
And a penny.
And a penny. What do you think they're getting out of a penny?
I don't know. Yeah, this was bent down so that it won't like accept change, but I guess somebody shoved something in there.
Oh, cool.
Oh well. All right.
My money.
Yeah. A lot of these games have random change in them. All right. I'll try. All right, flashlight back. This should be disconnected. Yeah.
Run along now, okay?
Run along now, okay? Bean bag for here. A better view. That just literally ground itself out again. And it just does that over and over. I think those are 3/8. Oh, too big. Huh. 11:30 seconds. Cool. Let's hope nobody needs lane help, otherwise I'm not going to be able to do game work today. Got this game, ring toss, and 2 NBA hoops that are having ball gate issues. So that's awful fun. Come on, get off there. And no place really good to set my flashlight. Oh well. Sorry for all the bleeping before. My coworker likes to swear when there's nobody around, so. Hopefully you can hear me over all of this noise. Otherwise I'm gonna do a voiceover and kind of turn down the audio. Otherwise, if you can hear me, or if I can hear myself when I play back the video, would be good. I'm just trying out a new GoPro and day in the life of a game technician, where they don't want you to spend money because it's expensive to fix these games, but they want them to work 100% of the time. So they tell us that they want us to buy all the parts, but then when we do, we get yelled at. Hey, why'd you spend so much money? Well, this game is chewing itself apart. This is like the 4th time I've replaced this, though. Actually, I shouldn't say replace. This is the 4th time I've taken it off and welded it to where it's a square. And then, well, not square. I mean, if you look at the shaft here, you'll see a flat side on that side and that. It's the 4th time I've taken this off because it just, this motor has so much torque, and then this wheel just, yeah. It's terrible. So now we get to go upstairs and get some parts. Hopefully we have it upstairs, but I'll join you back in a minute. Okay, we're back at the ring toss. We got the parts. Also got some gloves. So I'm gonna use some good cleaner that we have. That should kill just about everything. I know it almost kills me every time I use it, so. Alrighty. So here's the new part. I know I set the other part right in here. So it's supposed to look like that. Let me grab a flashlight so you guys can see. There it is. So yeah, it's supposed to look like this side, this one, but over time it just like rounds out. The shaft itself looks just fine because it just sits on there. And then this is like a really hard metal. This looks like tool metal, which if anybody knows about that, it's not all that strong. It can be, but yeah. So just fit it on there and then rotate your wheel a little bit until it fits in. And then there you go. And then she's fixed. And while I was grabbing the part, I took some quick measurements of the diameter and everything, and I'm gonna try to hopefully print a functional plastic part that'll use the entire thing, the entire shaft here, and mount over this, and you know, have the wells for the screws in it so that it'll mount on there and hold, but use the entire length of the shaft to transfer the power from the motor to this so that it'll spin. We'll see if it works, and if it does successfully work, then we'll go from there. But yeah, $47 for this piece of metal. And yeah, it lasts about 6 months, and you have to change it every time. So with that, I'll go ahead and reattach all these nuts, nylock nuts, and clean up these rings before I put them back in the machine. man, this is gross. This is really gross. Like, I know kids have stuff on their fingers, but it looks like somebody's thrown stuff in the machine because either they got mad at it or I don't know. Our company seems to attract a certain clientele ever since we changed our name from the Summit, and it feels like we're repairing games more and more often because everybody's in a bad mood anymore. And then they complain to us saying it's not working, and it's like, well, why is it not working? Well, I pressed this button and then it stopped working. And then you go over like, how hard did you press the button? Because the button's broken. Well, it wouldn't work at first, so I slammed it really, really, really hard. Oh, grabbed the wrong one. You all are probably telling me it's the wrong one because you already looked at it earlier. Excuse me. But yeah, you know, just there's a lot of people out there that it's not mine, I can do whatever I want to it. And then when they do, and then when we confront them, well, you know, quote unquote, confront them, and ask them why they broke it, well, it should work better. It should, us playing with it shouldn't break it. It's like, well, you're not playing with it. You're slamming on it, you're breaking it. You're mistreating it. But our managers are like, yeah, customer's always right. I'm like, nope, not in this case. What are we gonna do about it? Well, we can't do anything about it because they're gone already. Well, no, I told you about it. They're breaking it. And you just gave them another game card to go play something else. Well, we want them to come back. I'm like, I don't want that kind of clientele to come back and screw up our games because it costs more to upkeep nowadays because of, well, the tariffs coming in. Game parts are not made in the United States. And it ends up just being a big giant cluster of the other word. And then we get dinged and banged and, you know, hey, why isn't this working or why isn't that working? It's like, well, it would work if you guys would stop destroying it, but it doesn't work because you're destroying it. So stop destroying it. So yeah, get that nice and soaked, leave it on there for a second or so. Hopefully it kills the bacteria and viruses. Yes, I said it weird. We usually use this stuff to clean lanes. It gets the lane oil off, gives it a really good surface to put new lane oil on, but it works really good at removing everything from the game when we use it on games. So just, yeah. Sometimes it even removes paint, but on the inside I don't really care because, yeah, gross. If you've actually ever sat and listened to these games when they talk, it's crazy. This one says cornhole, cornholio, just some random words that I guess they have named, see, cornhole. Here in a second it's probably gonna say cornholio because it just goes back and forth between random things. All right, I should probably go grab my soldering iron for this, but it melted anyways. So the green and the black, they look like they're the ground wires for this. The red wire is for the broadcast, that's the receiver. So this I don't think was working for the last while. So yeah. Let's see if I can get. I don't have fingernails today. So just extend that a little bit. Temporary fix just to make sure the game's working. Then I'll come back in a little later today after I have another person here. And ensure that that's in proper working order and not like a random connection. So we should be good there. I'm gonna go ahead and push this back in. They do make it all different assemblies, but man, to get to random other spots, you have to like completely dismantle this game. And then for scoring on this, I don't know if anybody's ever worked on it, but they use a Raspberry Pi version 3 with a camera. And then on the back, the main computer is actually another Raspberry Pi that's, they've got an ad hoc, or not ad hoc, they link the two with an Ethernet cable and have like a little network on the inside to work on all, or communicate with all of these. Okay. Oh, I don't want that there. There we go. Alrighty, so then we just stick that screw back in. Where'd I put my flashlight? It's right there. Okay, we're good there. Just gonna run it down. Okay. Then we're good there. Go ahead and set these up there for half a second. And then I'm gonna spray. After pulling some of these turds out. Ugh. I wish we had masks here at work, but we don't. Alrighty, so we'll soak the wood a little bit, turn it purple. So gross. Oh, we don't have a mouse problem. The mouse poop inside games begs to differ. So I'm not gonna wipe that down, that's just gonna soak into the wood. It'll have to deal with that, but I'm gonna wipe the plastic down. Or plastic. The vinyl coated wood. MDF. There we go. Don't need to, but this has like a scent that lasts a long time, and I've noticed that rodents don't like it. So they go away, which is good. And then I'll turn this on a little bit more of a stream. There we go. I'm not gonna worry about that. Doohickey in there, that can stay. Alrighty, so this pile of rings. Let's make a good pile here. Gotta throw all these in the recycle.
Hey there, you look like a winner.
Why do you think we have a mouse problem? Well, there's your reason. Any hardware you see, save it. Because you might not immediately see where they might have come from, but down the line, you're like, oh, I found this off of ring toss. Now that part's not sticking. Okay, well, let's go see if that screw fits. Oh, it does. Cool. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people are thinking I'm talking to myself, but I'm making a video. All right. Alrighty. Now, I don't really have a good place to hang this, except for off the side of my head, I guess. It's the head strap for the video camera. Was that necessary? I know it tells you to scream, but it says act like you're screaming. Not actually like scream bloody murder. Almost done with this, and then I can turn it all back on and the game will be fixed. And if I get the time later on today, we will see about getting the NBA hoops done. Okay. All right. So one of the reasons why I'm not worrying about really cleaning any of this up off the floor, we're going to be doing a game room revamp soon. And that's going to involve moving the games around and removing the flooring carpet, because we're going to go to a solid floor, which is easier to clean than this carpet. Yeah, if you notice here, this is where everybody stands in front of this game. The carpet is like so gooey. Like, yeah. So, no, I'm not saving those to eat later. It's just easier to pick it up and throw it in that and then toss the trash out of there. So, alrighty. Okay. It doesn't look like they've... Oh, crud. I honestly don't know how the T-molding gets knocked off of these games. Like, this isn't even anywhere near anybody's feet. It's right here. But over time, it just gets knocked off. And kids do climb on these things, which is kind of dumb, but... Let that soak for a minute. I'm gonna go back over it with another paper towel right after this. 'Cause that is just totally gross for me. Ugh. Sometimes my boss is like, why do you worry about cleaning places where they can't actually see? I'm like, well, we have to see it when we take it apart and work on it. Well, yeah, but do you care? Like, It's gross when you stick your hand there and it sticks to it. You can't tell me you don't like, yeah. You can't tell me you don't. You don't wish it were clean and you didn't stick your hand in that unknown gooey mess. So as I was telling one of my coworkers, he asked about this, and I told him that's all exactly from those rings when they fall down. It's not leaving the plastic that they're made out of on here. It's leaving the grime and filth from people touching it on here. You know, like when there's a door, I don't know if you can actually see that from here, but like there's a grime patch on the door where people just touch it. That's exactly what this is. It's a grime patch caused by people holding on to it, and then it just, you know, transfers to the paint. And it actually causes the rings to not go down. They fall and get stuck right here, and then they cross the sensor right here, and it stops giving them rings. So they freak out and go, oh well, the game stopped working, it's not giving me rings. And a lot of times we have to tell them, ew, that's even gross. Yeah. We have to tell them to reach in underneath this little lip that you will see upside down, because I'm gonna lean over this lip right here to grab the rings. They do, and they're like, oh, okay, you should have a sign for that. I'm like, not usually. Mainly because they're supposed to be cleaning these rings so that this doesn't happen, but they don't. So I don't know if it's because they don't want to work or they don't, quote unquote, get paid enough to do all of this stuff, but they're hired to do it. They're told that it's part of their job, but they just don't do it. I'm done complaining. I mean, I'm hired as a technician to fix things, but I end up cleaning more than I fix, because that's usually what the issue is poor cleaning habits. Stuff these up here for half a second. Just so they don't get stuck underneath. If it doesn't cooperate for half a second, I'm gonna say screw it. Okay. All right, gotta reach over, grab this. All right. It's one of the sucky things. I'm short, so reaching over certain heights, it's kind of hard. All right. So this says C on it, and I believe that plugs in down there. Darn it. Okay. Ugh, smells like beer too. Okay. So then I believe A and B. Okay. That didn't need unplugged entirely. So this is the motor lockout, so it won't run unless these are all plugged in. A's right there. Okay. Alrighty. So let's see if that'll stay for half a second. Alright. Get that moved back into place. Reach over, grab that, watch all the stuff in my pocket fall out. Take it all out. Pop it in there.
Cornholio.
See? Said cornholio. I knew you guys wouldn't believe me. Come on. There we go. Card reader, Ethernet for quick boot up.
Pancake.
I'm not entirely sure what he just said, but it sounded like pancake. Okay. Awesome possum. All right, so that's A. Okay, you guys can't see anything I'm doing, I'm sorry. But I just plugged in that wire labeled A. So A. Sounded like he just said nuggets. All right, so we'll lift this up. It's kind of funny, they have the audio controller here in the back, well, in the front, I guess you could say, and it controls the audio with an audio amp right here, and then it sends it right back to the speakers that are up there. So it's kind of weird. Alrighty, we'll do power last. But I don't really have another way to hold the camera so you guys can see well. So we'll go from here. There we go, on that anyways. All right. So that's the AC right there. All right. Big plug. There it is. Okay. That's not it. There it is. It's on the floor. Great. I apologize about this section. I might just cut it out. If not, I might leave it in and I dropped it again. There we go. Okay. Correct wire. In hand. There we go. Okay. Last one. For this harness anyways. And, okay. Ew, grody. There's a little bit of mouse pee on there. And then that one that's not plugged in, I believe goes to a power for a dollar bill acceptor, which we never had that fitted on here, so it just kind of sits there. Fudge. Alrighty. So that should all be plugged in now, even though you guys can't see it. And I do apologize about the non-visual there. So Just need to make sure that that sits up on the thing so that I can close it up. And you guys see my flashlight there. And yep, I think. Nope, it's hitting a connector. Yep. Alright. So you guys can see about as much as I can right now, which is nothing. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? The audio wires, of course. There we go. All right. Yep, she's all up there. Alrighty. Oh, darn it. Should have kept two of those rings. Did I in here? No, okay. We'll go ahead and turn it on. So, she's booting up. Card reader will probably start up faster because, yeah. I'm gonna check time real quick. 11.
Let me tell you that there's a blackout on one. Your radio might be off.
Oh, it is. Whoops.
Battery level high. Maintenance.
If you're still on the radio, I'm sorry. I forgot to turn my radio on. Okay. Well, I'll go grab that then.
Want me to hold these at the counter?
No. Should be okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I guess machine calls are gonna go in now, so good thing I got that done when I did. You'll be able to see machine calls now. We'll see what we got here. Blackout lane 1. Whee. Okay. Error code 7. Oh, pins loaded in backwards up there. Cool. Alrighty. Why'd she do that? Alrighty. Give it a chance to reload it. Pin, that looks good. Pin landed fine. Now it's setting. Yay! Cool. All right. Sorry. actually bowl. Come on, guys. Your lane's good now. Detect, lift, sweep, lower, up, refill the table. We're good. I miss having sync. It tells us what the error is before we get down to it, so we know whether or not we need tools. We're looking okay down there. So try to go finish this ring toss and then babysit machines all day. Rinse off my hands though. Okay. Wait. Well, that's not scoring correctly. But at least that is working. Hey, it's counting right now. Yeah, so this is probably boring. You probably can tell what I'm doing. I'm trying to calibrate the camera. But you can also see that the colors of the bottles are not right. Probably about, I want to say a month ago, we took these out. And yeah, we'll see if that takes that. So let me, I guess I'll finish what I was saying. Press menu to recalibrate. All right, we replaced a bunch of the LED strips inside these bottles. And the ones that you see that are not working or are not the correct color, those are the new ones.
Come on over here and play ring toss.
So I'll go back into the menu, into diagnostics, LED test. They're all red, that's okay. It says green. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are off color. They should be green. All the dark ones are the new ones. So they're overdriving the blue already. Yellow, it's more green than yellow on all the new ones. That should be purple. That should be cyan. The new ones look like they're doing cyan, but the older ones that are still left in there are not. That's orange. It's pink. That's white. Definitely not working right. So, yeah. Going to run the hopper motor. There we go. All right, where did I put my flashlight? Right there, next to my phone. So, what I have to do because of what they did with the game, I essentially have to put one of these rings between the game and the front pedestal so that it'll position correctly and the sensor will sense the, yeah. Yep, right there.
Alright, Steph.
Go ahead.
Blackout 23, blackout 23.
Copy. Well, that's unfortunate.